Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight it's not whiskey that I'm reviewing, and I'm sure you've seen from the description. It's something that I think a lot of people have never even heard of. But as I say, if you are in a different country, you need to try the local spirit. And since I have arrived a week ago in Bosnia and Herzegovina, I've been traveling a little bit through the countryside, met some fantastic people, and of course everybody that know that I do like my whiskey, and they have seen my videos. They all tell me that I need to try the local whiskey. And so yesterday one of my new friends just gave me a bottle of their local whiskey, and of course you know it's going to be quite special when he hands you a little bottle, and it's a water bottle. Well, and he says you try some of the local Bosnian water. And this was the result. So I was quite looking forward to it, to tasting it, give my impressions of the local fire water or local water of life. And I did try some already, so I know exactly what to expect. So I did pour myself a little dram a little while ago. Of course, this is a whiskey review, so I need to give you a little bit of background information. So it is a fermentation, and here they use any type of fruit to make the fermentation, and then they do a normal distillation. And in this case, this one is done by fermented pears, and but of course they can use anything. Now I did a little bit of research, and in Bosnia they would normally use grapes, and that is the national thing to do, but it's all over the Balkan countries. They have a different variety of this, Croatia, Bosnia, up to Bulgaria, and all the surrounding countries, Montenegro, they all have a different version of the Rakia. And of course I was really looking forward to trying it, because everybody tells me, oh, you like whiskey, you must try this one. So this is going to be my take on it. So first, of course, no age statement. I think it was done probably 4 weeks ago. Non-chill filtered. There's no filtration system going anywhere. And of course, there's no color added. But I did find out that it is possible to put it on wood and to get some extra flavoring out of it. Most of the people, they would add some spices or different fruit, or even some nuts that they add to it after the distillation, and it brings a little bit of extra flavoring, extra coloring out of it. In this one, no such thing came near it. Alcohol wise, of course, we have no idea how much it is. They distill it and go by taste, not by measure. And on this one, I'm not sure, but I will try to guess, but it can of course be anything from about 50% ABV up to maybe maximum of 60 ABV. But I'm not sure, as they could not tell me. They just say it's strong enough. Though it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So in South Africa, we have exactly the same thing as well. And if you make it from grapes, they will call it witblits. And if you make it from peaches, they will call it mampoer. So it is quite similar to that. So I know it. I've had it before. Never been a big fan of the South African variety. So let's see, on the nose on this one. Now it's very fruity, and you need to give this one, definitely give it some time in the glass. When I first poured it, the first thing that I got is acetone, nail polish remover, paint thinners, all the things that came to mind. And but now after a little bit of time in the glass, it's really calming down. So I do get the pears, even a little bit of a strawberry note. I also get a little bit of an orange peel oil in the nose. The liqueurs that you get with the made from oranges, I do get a hint of that orange on it as well. But it's got a light floral note coming out, really nice. But don't be fooled, it's going to kick you in the nether regions if you think this is something you can play with. So scented, the fruit I get, pears I get, and a little bit of the orange note that I'm getting. So it's quite nice. If I go sweetness, there's also a little bit of a sweetness coming out. It's not sugar sweet. It's more like a fruity sweetness that you get on the nose. So on the taste, cheers. It's there's a hint of a sour note coming out. I get a little bit of orange note, a little bit like a marmalade. Definitely, I don't know, maybe there is a little bit of orange fermentation going on as well. They didn't mention that to me. They said pears, but I do get a little bit of an orange note coming out. I also get a little bit of a strawberry note coming out, and I get the sweetness of it, and I get the pears. Really nice. And I'm a little bit surprised. I thought the alcohol is going to be much higher. I suspect that if I do measure it, it's going to be in the lower 40s percent ABV. I don't think this is going up more than 46%. There is no hotness of the alcohol, so quite a decent alcohol level on it. There's a little bit of a bitter note coming out as well, and I suspect that that can also be a residue from the fruit, that maybe there was some of the seeds that's still in the fruit. So if you bite the orange and there's a pip in there, or a pear and there's a pip that you bite, and that little bitterness from the pip, I get that note as well. So quite nice actually, quite pleasantly surprised. But like I said, give it a little bit of a time. If you just open up that bottle, the alcohol is quite strong on it. But I'm going to add a little bit of water. So just a little bit. I maybe put in this glass, it's not much, maybe about 1/4 teaspoon, just to see what the effect's going to be on the nose. And it feels like it woke up the alcohol. So I do get immediately a hit of the alcohol again. A little bit more sweetness this time. A little bit of a more marmalade coming out. and a lot more of the pear notes coming out. So quite nice with a little bit of water. And on the taste of water, a little bit more of a sour note, a little bit more of a lemon juice coming out as well, or a lemon peel with a hint of sugar on it. It's quite nice. So score-wise, I'm not going to give it a score because it's not a whiskey. It is alcohol though. That is something that I really enjoy, and I really appreciate the hospitality of my friends here in Bosnia, and I would like to thank them also to sharing their local firewater with me, and I will always cherish the time that I've spent with them in the last week. Next week I'm off to another city, and I will see what I can find in that city that is going to be local, and I will do a review on that as well. So thank you very much for watching, and please leave a comment. What do you think? Have you ever tried Rakia? What type of Rakia did you try? From which region did you try it? Did you like it? Did you don't like it? Leave a comment and let's discuss about Rakia. So as usual, like and subscribe, or don't like it and subscribe, but please remember to subscribe. I've reached my 100 goal, so I'm quite excited, and now I'm ready for the next 100 to come. Cheers.